All right, Musa, I see you in here. You don't have to turn your mic on or anything. You can just listen. I got my stream going. So I'm gonna be talking, but if you want, you can jump in and talk or not. Um, but I'm gonna still just be commentating pretty much. Oh, I got on pretty late tonight though. Fine. So I pretty much on ES for this week. Well, actually, first thing first, I need to go to the news, see the news that we have for today. So, investing.com. Look for the news that we got this week. And I'm also gonna pull up the earnings report on my Instagram. So y'all ain't gonna be able to see the earnings report, but I'll tell y'all who I'll be looking out for. Um, all right, all right. So economic calendar for this week. Let's go. And this is pertaining for stocks mostly. Um, Everybody who do futures, this is really. I mean, we still need to know what days like news will drop, but this mostly. Actually, this is mostly for the whole stocks, futures, all of it. But when I go over the earnings is more for the stocks though. Um, so let's go. Let's see. For this is today. All right, for Monday. Let me see if I see anything. We do got that, but we looking for U.S. only. Actually, I think they let me filter it. Let me go filter because I usually do this on my phone when I look at the economic calendar, and it's already filtered on my phone because I only look at U.S. Honestly, don't need any of these. I just need the U.S. That's it. All right, we should be good now. Filter. Didn't I save it? Yes, filter. Display just US. I want 2 star and 3 star only. Oh, apply. There we go. All right, here we go now. All right, for Monday we have we got consumer confidence. That's important at um 10 a.m. So pretty much 9 where I'm at. That's 10 a.m. for like New York. Got 5 year note API. Really, the main thing to focus on is 9 for Central, but 10 a.m. for anybody in New York. Uh, so Monday we really just got that one 10 o'clock news. Well, actually it's Tuesday, my bad, cause Monday right here. Wow, we only got one thing for Monday, but Tuesday should be this a nice day. Right here is what we focusing on Tuesday. It's 10 a.m. slash 9 a.m. Wednesday we have crude oil. That's gonna be a nice little mover. Um, and we have new home sales. All this is at 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. depending on where you at time. So this is gonna really move the market. Wednesday we're watching out for that 10 a.m. Tuesday we're watching out for 10 a.m. Thursday, Thursday we have. I actually never seen this before, but it's 3 star, so we know that's something a heavy mover. Um, we also have GDP at 8:30. All this is at 8:30. or 7:30, depending on where you at. We got durable goods order, GDP, um, and initial jobless claim. So Thursday we got a packed week, honestly. So we got consumer confidence on Tuesday. We got Wednesday new home sales. Thursday really look like the heaviest day right now. Thursday definitely is the heavy here. We got one, two, three-star events happening on Thursday. So Thursday the market really gonna be moving. And then Friday we coming in off the rip. PCE. Um got PCE at 8:30. Uh at 9:45 we got PMI. And we also gotta remember this is the last this is the last Friday of this month. So um a lot of people gonna be closing out positions, swing trades and stuff like that. So honestly this week might be one of the biggest weeks this whole month. Because we haven't had any like 3-star news this many times back to back. So this is really in order of the least the most important days. Monday, of course, is the least because we only got one news and it's only a 2-star. This really ain't gonna move it. Tuesday, we got something decent. Wednesday, okay, it's starting to get a little bit heavier. Then Thursday and Friday are the two market movers. So we're gonna watch out. Be careful this week with your risk just because we got so much news. If you want, you can wait after the news drop and then trade, or just lower your risk if you want to trade during the news. We got a ton of news dropping this week. As of um as of earnings, let me see. Let me see if I can pull up the earnings on here because I got it on my Instagram, and that's normally how I look at it. But I'm gonna see if I'm able to pull it up. Let's see if we can pull it up so y'all can see also. So the news that I was talking about, that's for all markets, stocks, futures, everything. Um, but these earnings is for just the stock. These earnings are just for stocks only. That news though is for forex, crypto, stocks, futures, all of them, all of the above. All right. Let's see. I never actually been on this website. I just follow him on Instagram. So let's see if he posts like he do on Instagram though. I just want to see earnings. That's it. Dashboard. Trader service. Let's see. I just need earnings report. That's it. Top down. Earning news. Let's see if that pops up. Oh, we just looking for the earnings. If not, I'll just call it out to y'all. Which ones did I see? That's pretty good. Nah, you don't got it. Let me see if I click on Instagram and it don't make me log in. Cause he posted on Instagram every Sunday, Saturday. Don't make me log in. Don't be. Okay, I see the calendar. Please don't let me know. Okay, there we go. Ah, I think we got logged in. Yeah, log in. Oh, I didn't know it was go autofill. I didn't know that I had logged in on Instagram on the computer before. So that works out perfect then. Mm, okay, search. Man, this internet slow. Come on. All right, here y'all go. Finally, we got the earnings for this week. All right, so Monday, pre-market we have Domino's. That'll be a nice mover, I know. And we also have really pre-market. That's the only thing I would personally be looking at is Domino's. Maybe Zoom after the market. Chig, I heard Chig is a nice one. So Monday we got Domino's, Zoom, and Chig. Tuesday we got Home Depot, Planet Fitness. I'm not sure how Planet Fitness work. I never really watched them. And pre-market, Krispy Kreme. I might need to look at that. For pre-market. Aftermarket though, we got Kava. We know Kava definitely is a market mover. We got AMC. That's a nice one. Instacart. So Tuesday we got a nice some nice thoughts on Tuesday report on earnings. I like Tuesday a lot. Wednesday, oh man, yeah, Wednesday. I already see this. Y'all seen the video. But Wednesday we got Lowe's, Advanced Auto Part. That's really the only thing I really care about. If I was looking at something in the pre-market, but I don't really care too much about Lowe's in advance. But the big watcher for Wednesday is Nvidia and Snowflake. Nvidia and Snowflake are the main two that I'll be watching for. So I'm gonna have to go check out their charts to see if I see any setups. Uh, Thursday we got TD Bank, Papa John's. I heard Papa John's pretty good also to trade. But aftermarket we got Dell. Of course we can check out Dell and Duolingo. Duolingo also. That's a good one. So Dell and Duolingo. But currently Wednesday my favorite one. Friday I really don't. Friday don't really got nothing to grab other than AES. Maybe Fubo. I mean yeah, Fubo TV. I don't know. Friday really don't look that interesting, but Wednesday for sure. If I had to rank the days, I say Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then Mondays and Friday. But Wednesday for sure. Wednesday is definitely a day because I want to see what Nvidia and Snowflake do, especially in the video with all the AI. They start moving up a little bit towards the end of the week, but then I know we had that big dump on Friday, so. But yeah, so we finna just go over NQ and ES first. I might look at gold, and then I'm gonna look at the stocks that has earnings this week. And we're gonna pretty much keep it quick and simple for tonight. So I already had looked at ES a little bit right now. Um, honestly, on ES, I see that we had that huge dump on Friday, so that's kind of worrisome a little bit because we just made a high, which we did what we needed to do because we was in an uptrend. All right, we was in an uptrend. We broke down right here at this on Thursday, no Friday, January 10th. We end up breaking this low. It was the last solidified low we had. We end up breaking it, dropping down into a fair value gap, and we made a lower low right there. But then we pushed up and made a higher high. So we had a lower low and a higher high. Currently we're sitting in a space of indecisiveness because we got a lower low here, but we got a higher high there. Actually, I need to mark this one out too since I just noticed we in a indecisive mark. This is my true. I'm gonna put true low. All right, and then this is just my daily high. All right, now we had, like I said, we end up making a lower low right here in this area. We end up beating that solidified low. Then we end up making a higher high, so we beat the previous high. So we got a lower low and a higher high, which don't go together. So we either need to make another higher high to make the uptrend going, or we need to come all the way down here and make a lower low in order to have the downtrend to keep going. But currently, if I'm looking at these most recent candles, I see we end up making this lower low, higher high, right? Then we came down right here, made another low, came up, made another high, but then we dropped, made a lower low again, so they made a lower high, right? But then right after we just made a lower low and a lower high to be in a downtrend, literally moments later we end up making a higher high. So we literally just broke that downtrend literally a couple days later. We didn't even get no follow through to make another lower low. So we already switched and reversed back to the upside. Once we made that higher high, it solidified this low down here. Yeah, so we solidified that low down here once we passed this high, which was with this candle right here in the middle. So that's why I got this red line here, because this actually is solidified. But if you look at the bigger scheme of it, these is the two levels we're focusing on. But within inside of this trend right here, we're watching this mini uptrend going on. But this is a solidified level just because, like I said, because we beat this high, this lower high that we had, we end up making a higher high right there. Now, so I'm trading off of whatever the most recent trend is, right? So the most recent trend, even though we got a huge red candle we had on the on Friday, I can't really 100% be confident in shorts until we break below here. Just because this is my true solidified level. Now it's fine if I'm taking shorts down to it, but I just know, hey, I can't be too strong on my shorts unless we push past it. So going off this chart, we had a low, we got our high here. Now we potentially looking for our new higher low. If we got our red candle, we looking for our new higher low potentially. What I want to see, give me 1 second. What I'm looking for is, my bad, y'all. What I'm looking for is a new lower, higher low to get set to keep this uptrend going. So we had our red candle to come down to to let us know, hey, we're going down. We're looking for our bottom. Once we had our red candle, all I'm doing now is waiting for price to get to a major area for reversal to continue the uptrend. So I'm looking for any fair value gaps, order blocks, or anything that I can see. On the daily, I see a fair value gap right here. Right here, a fair value gap that we tapped in twice. We tapped in this fair value gap twice already. So price could potentially come down here, tap in, give it another retest to see if it can go up, or close inside and shoot down for these lows. So if I see price shoot down and we close within this fair value gap, I'm pretty much thinking we're gonna come and take this low out. And I'll be going short. Definitely if we close inside this fair value gap here. But like I said, I'm trading what I see currently right now, which is the last thing we did was make a low and a higher high. So I gotta trade the uptrend for right now. yeah, so I'm looking for. I know that we had a red candle drop. I'm knowing, hey, price going to come down and look for areas to potentially bounce. Well, now all I'm looking for now is, hey, where can the market bounce at? On my daily, I told you I got this fair value gap down here. That's kind of too far for me. Because if it come down here, it's beating out this low that I had solidified. So I need to find. I know that I need to find somewhere for it to reverse above this area of this low. So what I do if I don't see anything above this solidify level right here, I'm gonna go to a lower time frame and see if I see any areas for reversal or any signs of reversal also. So on the 4 hour, if I look to my left and look for any fair value gap, order blocks or anything, I can see we got a fair value gap right here. I, I did have this one marked up, but I had just shrunk it because this one right here, I seen that same in that within that 4 hour fair value gap, it's a 1 hour fair value gap. Right there. I might just have them. I think I'll just put a line for the 4 hour though. So I'll just make a green line for the 4 hour fair value gap, just so I know. Just know when it's entering in this gap, 4 gap. All right, and then this is my 1 hour. Usually I like my 1 hour stuff to have an orange line. All right. Now, like I said, this is the 4 hour gap right here. It hasn't tapped into it yet. It tapped over here, but it hasn't tapped into it. Currently where we at. So, yes, the market is moving up now. But if I don't see that we didn't tap into any areas of significant movement, like for reversals, like fair value gaps or order block, it's not. Yeah, I can see it moving up, but I always want to wait till it taps the gap first, then look for that reversal. So yeah, it's moving up now, but hey, I need to wait till it tap my gap first, and then look for the reversal. So currently I'll be patient, or if I do trade anything, I'll be scalping. Because I do see this 4 hour gap right here that we close inside of with that green candle. If y'all can see this, we got this gap, this green candle closing inside. So that show potential of moving up. But if I'm looking for that ultimate trade to take out these highs, the only way I will be confident in taking it all the way up there is if we can close above this gap, or if we come tap into this 4 hour gap below and then show signs of reversal, then I can take it all the way up. But apparently I can scalp some calls. I mean, going long just because, like I said, it's closed inside this gap. So I know we're gonna move up, but how far up will we go? Question. Um, yeah, but like I said, I see on the 4 hour we got this fair value gap right here. So this is a key area the market may reverse. Do I see any other fair value gap on the 4 hour? Let me see. That might be a slight one. It's probably, yeah, this one right here. It's real small. It's a real small gap. We only had one close inside of it too, so it actually can be reversing there. We got a real small fair value gap, like extremely small. That wick, yeah, that's barely even a wick, but it's still a wick. It counts. Yeah. See, we got the tap inside of it, and we close back out. So we could be potentially looking to reverse. Only thing I don't like is it didn't clear the gap when it closed inside. But hey, we closed back outside of it, so it really don't matter if it don't clear it all the way. Because like I said, this can be a 5 minute fair value gap that it bounced off of if I go to a lower time frame. So this could be potential spot for a reversal. But we need to see, in order for us to know if this is a reversal point, we need to see a high. Then we gotta see a red candle come to make a new low. And then we just need to see the next high get beat out. And then that's going to confirm the uptrend for us to be able to take it first to the top of this fair value gap, second to the bottom of this fair value gap, then to the top of this fair value gap, then eventually to our ultimate target, which is this high. All right. So what I'm saying that we'll need to see is this. If y'all want to see a drawing of it, we will need a high, and we will need a new low. But we actually, let me show you. We actually need that new low to close with inside this fair value gap though. So we actually gonna need a nice bigger push up. Push up, potential low right here. Then once that potential low gets set, we just waiting on a green candle to get made. Now, preferably we want the green candle to be somewhere down here. But if the green candle end up pushing up here, then hey, we just can get in on some pullbacks. But if the green candles form like next to that red candle that'll make a low, then we get in longs and look to take out this high first. Then look for that fair value gap to get filled. And then once it fills the fair value gap, we should expect a little small reversal, then push back up again like that. So. But currently, we should be seeing, if this market is trying to reverse, we need to see a bigger push right now because we can't have the red candle close outside this fair value gap. So actually, longs, if you wanted to play longs, you can get a long currently right now. This literally would not be a bad spot to go long because in order for it to actually be making that reversal, it will have to, like I said, it has to push up pretty decent. So when that red candle do come, it doesn't push it back out the fair value gap. So all you will have to do is just put your stop loss just below the fair value gap and aim for the top of the gap. So if this truly is trying to reverse right now, this is a perfect entry because your stop loss would just be if it come back out the fair value gap, kick me out. So this literally would be a perfect entry to just go long. Let's see. I know I went on a little tangent, but I was just looking at it, explaining it out, and noticing this gap over here is like, oh, this actually could be the reversal right here. Okay, so let's go back to the big picture again. So like I said, back to the daily, we had the red candle. Okay, it's letting me know we just made a new high. So once I seen the red candle, I'm knowing, hey, we're going down to find our new higher low. Okay, where our higher low can potentially be? Because we can't beat this low if we want a higher low. Okay, I know we need to reverse somewhere up here because we can't beat this low to make a higher low. We need to come down and reverse somewhere in here. What I did, I went to the 4 hour. I found this gap right here for potential reversal, and then I found this fair value gap, this big old fair value gap for potential reversal. Now, like I said, on the 1 hour, I had found this one right here. So let me switch this because this one's green because it's my 4 hour gap that I found. Okay, so I got this 4 hour gap and this 4 hour gap right here. I just didn't mark the bottom, but it's fine. Now on my 1 hour, oh yeah, we seeing, ain't it's looking nice. Yeah, it's looking like that reversal coming. Cause look, this is what I told y'all we needed to see on the 4 hour. We needed to see a high, then we needed a new low to get set. Once the new low gets set, soon we see a green candle, we supposed to take longs to beat out that most recent high. So beat out number one. Then after that, see on the 1 hour we got way more fair value gaps over here. So after we beat number one, probably take it to the top of that fair value gap right there. So that'd be like right here. Then if it closes above the fair value gap, we got another mini fair value gap here. So we can take it to the top of that fair value gap. The next fair value gap we got is right up here. So we can take it up here. Got another fair. It's a lot of fair value gaps on the 1 hour. So you just have to be careful for a potential reversal back to the downside. But you still can scalp pretty nice. So, but yeah, this is what we want to see for reversals. We want to see drop, 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 drop. Okay, we made a high right there, but then we ended up making a low, but we didn't beat the new low, and we made a higher high. So now we got a high, a low, a higher high, Then we got a red candle for our new low, and then we made another high. So it's clearly showing us an uptrend, signs of reversal. Like I said, once it made this red candle, you could have had waited till a green candle form, or wait until this high get beaten out and then get in on the pullback. That actually was a nice trade. I wish I was on a little bit earlier when the market opened up, because I probably would have got in off of this red candle. Um, but what I was saying, yeah. So on the 1 hour, I see this fair value gap. This was the gap I had marked at the very beginning. I seen this fair value gap on the 1 hour that we failed to close inside. We haven't closed inside it yet. So it's showing me that this fair value gap is highly respected. But we haven't had a close inside or past it yet. So this one is highly respected, and is also, I believe, this is the last fair value gap that we have before we get to the level that we're not supposed to be. So if it don't flip either here or here, we're not going to get the flip. We're going to shoot down and beat this low and come all the way down here in this area, which I believe once we get in this area, I believe we're going to beat that low also. So I believe this is the flip right here, currently where we at. Either this, or like I said, it might wick down off some news in the morning and then shoot back up. So that's the game plan, honestly. So honestly, currently right now, if anybody's in futures, could go long. You can, of course, ES is the same thing as MES, but just the bigger version. So if you want to play it safe, you could just take like a light position off of MES. So it's the same thing. MES is the exact same thing. So yeah, you see they the exact same thing. You could just get in on MES, get you a loan. Right now, my trading view, I do not have that live markets on trading view for futures, because I trade off the top still. But so it's probably actually up already. Um, but like I said, you can get in. So I got like my paper trade account. I'm on a paper trade account right now. So, but I don't even know what this is. But yeah, this is like the play money. But I'm on a paper trade account. If you want, look, this is what y'all do. Y'all just go ahead and press buy. You can play it light and safe. It won't even let me do with the paper trade account, I guess. Oh, I put 3,000. You only need one position. This is not. See, that 3,000 is for Forex. That's when I was trading USD JPY, I believe. So you only need one position. Get you one if y'all want to get one light position. Take the loans, aim for whatever you will want to. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just aim for this fair value gap to get closed or finished or whatever, you can aim for that. If you want to aim for this fair value gap, aim for that. But if you want to play it safe, like I said, just get one MES. If you want, just aim for the first fair value gap you see to get filled. Set your stop loss at the last solidified level you had. So this level isn't solidified yet. This is solidified. But if you believing that this is the new solidified level getting set, just set it right below it. I always make sure you get a one-on-one trade. So I say aim for this fair value gap to get filled first. Or it should look something like this if you want to go ahead and get in. Me personally, I'm gonna wait till the morning and see what it's looking like. I really don't like having my trades overnight. But if I do overnight, I only do the micros. I don't never trade the regular size overnight. If I know I'm gonna go to sleep, because I can't watch it, I can't see if hey it just hit this fair value gap in reverse instead of going all the way up to my next fair value gap. But yeah, like if you looking for a setup and you want to just get in tonight, hey, just get one micro and set it up just like how I got it right now. So let's go back to ES. So for this week, this is what we look for. Like I said, we're looking for these loans to beat this high out. That's our goal for this week. Beat that high out on the daily. Beat this high out. Continue this uptrend. So we looking for this. We got our high, and we just got our low. And we just made a higher high. Even though it was barely a higher high, we still made a higher high. Looking for this new low to be somewhere right here to go take and make a new high. That's exactly the setup we're looking for ES. And also, if you see a green candle form on a daily, like if I see a green candle, like so say Monday end up being green and it's sitting right here, oh yeah, I'm taking long. I know that's the reverse then, just because even if it don't go all the way to the new high, it's at least looking for the new lower high. So once it say if it was green right here, like Monday, we close Monday up and it's Tuesday now, and we get this green candle, you can just take loans just off of this green candle because you knowing, hey, well, green, we got to move up. We might be making a lower high to go to a downtrend, but I know my stop loss will be what below this high, um, below this green candle. Just because if it shoot below this green candle, then it's what forming a new lower low, which will make this a lower high. But if it's actually trying to reverse to the uptrend, okay, what I'm knowing, this is gonna be my bottom because we just made a green candle, so I know this red candle should be my bottom. And I should be aiming for these highs. So once I see it, if I see a green, if Monday we end up closing green, say if I don't get no trades on Monday, and I see a green candle closure, I'm looking to go long, for sure. Regardless, I'm looking to go long. Um, but yeah, that's what we're looking for this week for ES. NQ is pretty much the same thing. NQ just move a little bit faster in ticks, but they pretty much the same setup. Um, let's see if NQ end up making a new high. We had no, actually NQ didn't make a new high over on the overall chart. So this is the main. This is the high that we still haven't beat out yet. We had old high, new high. Okay, so now low. Okay, so this is solidified. This level is solidified. Then we made a high. Then we made another low. But we haven't made a new high yet, so none of these lows is solidified. It don't even matter about any of these lows. This the last solidified low we had, and it's the highest point. We haven't made a lower low or a higher high yet. We just in the middle currently. Now, within inside of this big trend, we got high, low, high, lower low. Then we made a higher high. Then we made another low, but we just now made a higher high. So this is a B with inside that trade. And you also can just do this, like y'all see how I got the red and the green to let me know, hey, this is my target. This is where I shouldn't be going no lower than, or it's gonna switch my overall bias. If you see trends with inside a big trend, sometimes what I do to help me out is like how I had just told y'all. I seen we made we was in a downtrend right here, right? And then I said we ended up making a higher high. Then we made another low. Then we made another higher high. What I was gonna do right here, y'all see how I got this red and I got this green. If I see trends with inside my bigger scheme, my bigger picture, I just make it still red, but I just do a different shade, like a lighter version, so I know, hey, it's not my main area, but it's still a solidified level, but it's with inside the main area. That's just something that I do. You know what I'm saying? Just so I know, hey, this is still a solidified level. It's just not within the main area, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it, but this is a solidified level, this is a solidified level. Um, and this got solidified when this candle beat that high. So currently we sitting on a uptrend because we was in a downtrend right here. Then we switched, made a high, made a low, made a higher high. So this will be our target to beat out within this trend that's within inside the trend. So this will be our new target to beat out. And I'll make it like a light green just because I know it's within inside that main trend. So that's our new target to beat out. So this is the level that we shouldn't be, and this is the level we should be. Currently, if you just jump in now, you're honestly taking a huge risk just because look at all this space. Look at all this. Look at look at that ratio. Horrible. Actually, you'll be getting like right here. Horrible ratio. But the only thing that can fix it is if you find a fair value gap somewhere inside this area and you can hide behind your fair value gap, then you can be looking at like a 2 to 1. So always jump in a trade without having a line of defense to stand behind. That's one thing I'll tell y'all. Don't just jump into a trade without having a line of defense uh to stand behind. And what I mean by line of defense is, hey, I got this fair value gap. I know I can set my stop loss right behind this. This is my defense. It's supposed to block for me. It's like my O line in football. um, so if you wanting to go long up in this area, hey, go look on the lower time frame and see if you see any gaps or something to let you hide behind. So um, yeah, but if the market does flip green right here for Monday and Tuesday come around, we see this Monday candle is green. I would be expecting for this high to get taken out, but there's always a chance of a reversal to make a lower high to come down to this gap on the daily. But let's go see on the 4 hour if we see any spot for a reversal on here. Do we got any fair value? I see an order block right here, but we haven't even tapped into the order block. We got a fair value gap here on the 4 hour right here. We got that fair value gap, but we nowhere near it. And that's dangerous. That's the dangerous the danger of it. I really don't want to be taking loans when I'm so far from my line of defense. So you gotta always keep that in mind. This was we found this one on a daily, so I need to put a red line on that one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this 4 hour one, we got this 4 hour one here. Like I said, we see this order block that it can potentially bounce off the order block, like I did right here. It bounced off this order block and shot up. It didn't even have to go to the fair value gap. Um, that could be. We also sitting inside a fair value gap right here. If y'all can see, we sitting inside one, so it could be. It could be reversing here while we sitting inside. But the only way I would want to take longs for this is I need a 4 hour close above to show me that we getting outside of this fair value gap. Because we currently have not closed above this fair value gap. And what also makes it a little bit dangerous is I believe we already tapped the top of the gap and failed to close above. So that shows potential of pullback. Yeah, because we tapped the top and if it didn't close above, but it already pulled back a little bit, so maybe it's a fair value gap somewhere right here that it's bouncing off of to go ahead and go up. We actually can. I'm gonna zoom in and see if I see something there. But yeah. So we could be reversing off of this fair value gap, but we need a 4 hour closer above first. So we need to kind of close outside of here to be able to go long, to be a little bit more trustworthy to go long. And also, if we close outside of this box, this fair value gap, we'll be closing right inside of this fair value gap, if y'all can see. So that'd be perfect to go long. That's two things of confluence. We'd be closing outside one fair value gap, clearing it, and then closing inside another one to be able to start trying to clear that one. So currently it's looking okay. We got 2 hours, 53 minutes before this 4 hour gap close. So that's gonna be like 2 in the morning, basically, where I'm at. I'm gonna be asleep, so like I said, I'll be I'll be looking in the morning to see if I want to get in some trades. Yeah, but that's this potential for a long setup. But honestly, this would be a way better entry. This would be a way better entry, or this would be the best entry. This would be the second best entry. This is a okay entry. Like it still can reverse here, but the deeper it get, the bigger the move you can get. So It's honestly, it depends. But you got to take what the market give you. If the market want to reverse here, hey, you got to get in here. If the market want to reverse here, then get in here. But hey, if it drop all the way down here, perfect. Then we get a nice big trade for today. We're gonna make a lot of money. So yeah. Um that's one reversal area. I also see this fair value gap here. Oh my goodness, so many fair value gaps all over the place. I'm not gonna mark that one up because I just don't like my chart too cluttered. Uh but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Um yeah, we got a fair value gap right here also. So it can come drop around in this area, then reverse. Um yeah, but regardless, we're going to wait on the reversal. But like I said, the most recent thing that we did was make this low and make this new high. So we in the uptrend. Um, we're currently in the uptrend, so only trade to the upside. You know what I'm saying? Until we break this level, then look for shorts potentially. But you gotta also be keep in mind, hey, we got this last line of defense. It may reverse before we get to the last line of defense. So you just gotta keep in mind of all of that. But you should be okay if you just follow the trend. Even if you lose, at least you follow the trend, you can set your stop loss pretty tight. So, like I said, I want to go back to this area. Um, just because I said we tapped the top of this box, this is making it interesting. Because we tapped the top of this box, right? We failed to close above. We should be coming back down. You know what I'm saying? Because we failed to close above, so we should be coming back down. But for some reason we're pushing back to the top of the box. So I'm thinking somewhere in this area we may have like a fair value gap on like the 5 minute or something that we're bouncing off of or a order block. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go inspect, go to the lower time frame and see if we see an order block or a fair value gap that we're bouncing off of around this area. I see this order block here, but we haven't even tapped into the main part of this order block. So I'm not counting it. It got to be something else. Has to be something else that we're doing. Okay, we got a gap here. Maybe it's bouncing off of this 4 hour. I mean, it's fair value gap because it shouldn't be touching. The reason why I said something is up is because it should not be going back to the top of this box without bouncing off of something. You get what I'm saying? Like the market is it's like a ball or a magnet or something like. If you got a ball, if I throw a ball down, right, it's not finna come back the other direction until it bounces off of something. You get what I'm saying? Like it's gonna keep going down. If I drop a ball, it's gonna keep going down until it hit a floor to bounce. So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to this fair value gap. They work the exact same way. It's gonna keep going through a fair value gap until it hit like a wall, another fair value gap or order block, and then it'll come back the opposite way. That's how the market moves. It's gonna keep going until it hit a key level of support or resistance. Like if we moving up, if the market will keep going until it hit a resistance level or order block or a fair value gap, and then it'll do its reverse. Or the market gonna come down, hit a support level, hit a fair value gap, or hit an order block, and then it might reverse or slow down. It don't the market. It don't just do it randomly. It does. It hit key levels, key points every time. Um, So that's why I said this is weird to me because we tapped the top of the gap, but we pushed down. We did push down. So I'll say that. We did push down. That's why I said it might be a gap or something in this area because we end up pushing back up. So it might be like a fair value gap that's bouncing off of in this area right in here. And it could just be bouncing off this order block right here that it currently made. So it always can be that. So but I honestly think it probably was this 15-minute fair value gap that it bounced off of right here. I think it's this. This was what it bounced off of. So now I made another fair value gap. So if it's trying to hold and be true, if we get this tap inside this fair value gap, you should be able to go long to take it all the way up. So a tap back in here should let you be able to go long. And it look like he's about to tap in and down. So a tap inside here, it should be going. You should be able to do this. Tap back in here, go long to beat that high. And we wanted to clear that high, so when the pullback comes, it can stay above the high and then go higher, like that. So you getting that tap in there? Look like right now though, it's getting close to it. But yeah, that's what we pretty much. I keep getting distracted, y'all. I'm gonna have to learn how to stay on pace. Yeah, that's what we looking for NQ, man. We looking for the exact thing, same thing as what we looking for on ES. We looking for loans. ES kind of look a little bit better because it's not as far from its line of defense or fair value gaps. NQ is a little bit more riskier, unless it's reversing off that one gap we had found on the what was it? Where we found this at on the 4 hour, I believe. Yeah, the 4 hour. So if it's reversing off of this 4 hour gap, then okay, it's at a nice line of defense. But if not, if this 4 hour gap wasn't there, man, it's way too far away from our line of defense. So we really didn't like that trade. So really, if it don't go ahead and push up now, you can expect to take some nice shorts all the way down to this gap. So that'll be a nice trade. If it fails and we come back down, if it fails and it come back down, we'll be able to take a nice trade to that February gap. Um, all right. My bad. I had to answer a text. Um, yeah, but if it